Perfect. So I did want to touch on this because this is new, and I just received this.
Oops, upside down.
You have a you have had, it's called Ready Vet Go, specifically aimed at getting dogs to the veterinarian with some of these owners and dogs absolutely dread coming in. And
Yes.
we had a discussion that you've already had this available, but it just wasn't landing.
Right.
People weren't really hopping in there, taking advantage of it. You were trying to make this because your time and going into a household and doing a full training session and hiring you is worth a ton of value when you have everything that you bring to the table with that pet being part of the family and solving those problems and bringing chaos to peace. That's a whole nother world. But is there a way that you could get something in the hands of folks that absolutely dread bringing their dog in because of these problems? And this is like a deck of cards. I have a pre-release.
Yeah.
I've looked through these. They're awesome. I got a little quote on here that one of the problems we have is if these owners are either embarrassed or it's so difficult to get their dog in, there's two sides of that coin that are really bad for the dog. One, they're only going to come in on very rare occasion, which means medical problems can build because that hesitancy to want to make that appointment. And then two, depending on how anxious they are, we really may not be able to do the complete exam that we're able to do on their other three dogs that they may have. And this one, we can't do it. So I can't feel the lump, the bump, or the things that would help me assess that dog. Both of those can end up in a medical situation that advances. So you have a very, really unique product here that creates a opportunity for them to hold something in their hand that will, within 52 cards, give them little things they can do that are directly focused at things of with handling to get them used to that as they prepare to go to the veterinary office.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about how this works.
Absolutely. So, in my entire life, professional, personal, whatever, it's all the same thing, revolves around serving veterinarians. Without veterinarians referring us like they do, I'd still just be Shane the dog trainer. So every single decision that I make has what can I do for you at the end of that decision. Having a program in place to teach dog owners how to deliver veterinary exam style handling in their home where the dog is most comfortable, it's quiet, it's relaxed, there's no stress, there's no anxiety. That original program was called Vetiquette. It was Vet Etiquette. Um,
Okay?
that particular program has morphed into Ready Vet Go. The Ready Vet Go program is tremendously more interactive. We're going to launch this on November the 1st. Along with that deck of cards, there are 52 skills that each person in the world that's got a dog that goes to the vet needs to practice. And we're talking about everything from basic obedience skills all the way up to simulated shots, simulated eye drops, simulated taking a pill, desensitizing their feet, the tail, the undercarriage, the mouth, the head, the ears, everything that you have to touch. We teach dog owners taking their temperature under the arm. We're not going to do the other one for the dog owner, but the under the armpit version.
Gotcha.
On right now, there's going to be there's a website. It will be readyvetgo.ai is the website. Starting November the 1st, there'll be a $29.99 membership to the program. That program is going to unlock your membership portal. That membership portal will have each one of those 52 cards that you have in your hand.
So I was looking through these because they're color coded and you have something called foundational
Yep.
and then it goes from there. So I will show one of these just to
Yeah.
interesting one here is really quick, but as you continue to do these, or as I think your plan, if you're going to explain it, is that you'll do like maybe two or three of these a day, and it takes only a few minutes, but it's that repetitiveness and desensitization. So this one is basically
Oh, there you go. There you go. Lips to check.
head and mouth prep for lifting lips.
Yep. Check the teeth.
And checking the teeth. So you could imagine there are some dogs that will not allow us to do that, and we may be able to check their ears, but they could have something growing in their mouth, and unless we, unfortunately, sometimes these guys, we have to sedate them to do things like nail trims, and that's the only opportunity we get to look in their mouth, under their tongue, see if there's a growth going on in there or a broken tooth or something painful. So that one alone is, there's a whole stack, which might look, a bit daunting to start with, but the way you break it down and just getting a couple of these and kind of shuffling them up like a deck of cards, I think it's great. I think that's a really good way to introduce this program. And then you get the cards for $30, $29.99, but you also get a lot more, like a video. I've seen your example of a video example of how to do it's cartoon shown on the card for wiping the eyes, and this is really good. But beyond that, you have even more. So
absolutely,
it's crazy value from what I'm seeing here.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you see the website, man. The website is going to be spectacular because we've got a digital version of each one of those cards in the website, but expanded. When you get behind the paywall, you're going to have an expanded explanation on how to teach those skills, how to troubleshoot those skills. So the object of the game is each day, whether you do it online or with the physical deck of cards, that $29.99 is going to cover your access to the website, and we're going to mail that deck of cards to that individual's home. But the idea is just like, you meet a magician. They spread the cards out. You go, pick a card, any card, pick a card, any card, right? Same thing. You're going to pick a card, any card, each day, and you work on those skills. And you shuffle the deck again, and the next day, you pick another 3 cards, and you try those skills out. The website will have follow-up and a backup. We're going to have an online community where people can talk to each other. We'll be on there ourselves to answer questions, to give advice, to troubleshoot. And then obviously, if it's a dog that's in our service area of North and soon to be South Carolina as well, then, we'll be available to come to their home. And, that's a separate fee and separate program, but still.
So Shane, off the record, I'll tell you this, my entrepreneur group that I'm in, they advise some of these card things. They're hotcake sellers right now, and decks of cards that are sales related. You got this objection. Here's how to handle it. They charge $79.99, and it's only the deck of cards. So you may be undercharging yourself here, but your dedication to getting the dogs what they need is where this really comes from. So not trying to get you to increase your price or anything. However,
I need to re-record that part.
for veterinarians, for people like me. Now, luckily, I have a knowledge base with you where you got me some of these kind of hot off the presses in the pre-launch phase.
Well, you helped me do it.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of discussed this together, and I said, hey, this is really, maybe this is the best way to get it in there and combine it. And you took just a couple of thought ideas and just, you put the actual things together. You did all the work. I just did the back of the napkin work, and we kind of did some powwow thinking with some entrepreneur guys that I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, if veterinarians like myself that don't have these right now, and they're interested in having these available for their clients because they're seeing the bloodhound who they bring in all the time, no problems, but their other dog at home, well, it's always difficult to get him in.
Yes.
And we want to get this in their hands. How do they get in touch with you and find out how to get some of these?
easy to find because I'm everywhere. But
I know the first thing is just type Sally Said So into your Google
SallySaidSo.com.
and you pop up right away. So.
Yep, SallySaidSo.com. You can send an inquiry into the office, and the orders will be fulfilled immediately because the office will get it to me, and then whatever orders are placed will go out immediately. If I don't hand deliver them myself, then if it's somewhere close and I'm close by, then because I've got the truck loaded in, then we're ready. We got cards in places we shouldn't have cards.